Welcome, Sagittarius. This is your weekly Taroscope reading for January the 18th through to the 24th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you for all the support you give me each and every day. Truly, thank you so much. Now, let's get to the energy of the week. Let's get to you. We start with the Hermit. So, as much as you are going forward this week, I see you want to go forward so badly. You really need to rein it in. You really need to pull it back a little bit. You need to go inside. Remember, you know, he reminds me so much of somebody who would go out into the desert to tap into his intuition, to tap into his wisdom, to think things through, to plan, to strategize, so that when he comes out of the desert, he's ready to go forward. So I would caution you on wanting to go forward this week too fast, pushing through energy in any way. Okay? If it feels like the right step, then you know what? Give it a little bit of time to meditate or to pray. And I think I've said this to every sign, so I might as well say it to you guys too. And with this card as your first card, I think it really applies to you more than most of the signs. Turn off your TV. Turn off the computer, turn off the phone, close the door, and sit in silence. And allow your thoughts to come to you. Allow yourself the time to think things through, to plan, to strategize, to understand what you want to grow going forward, how you want to take your next steps, what you want to step into, who you want to become. This is a beautiful week, a beautiful energy in which to do this, okay? We planted our seeds at the new moon, and now we are coming towards a full moon. So now we are looking at what's working, what's not working, what needs to be tweaked, what needs to be changed, what needs to be thrown out, what needs to be improvised, so that we are strong in our path going forward. And trust me, you're very strong in your path going forward, okay? We have the sun as our next card. And the beauty about the sun is right next to it is the magician. So as you go further in this week and maybe next week, magic comes in for you. Okay? The sun is all about you. So keep it positive. Definitely keep it positive, but I think you also have this charm, this ability to attract, especially, whatever your dreams are, really. Whatever your dreams are. You have the ability that you're becoming a magnet for your dreams, your desires, your hopes, your wishes to take form, to become tangible. Okay? Definitely magic sprinkled in here. So if you are looking mainly at love in your life, then expect it to happen in your life. If you're looking for a relationship to grow closer, expect it to happen. Expect it to happen. Money coming into your life. Stability coming into your life, a new job perhaps, the promotion you wanted. You sparkle. And as the week plays out, you sparkle more and more. So expect this magic to last for a little bit for you. Okay, with the Magician and the Sun together, two very powerful cards, the Hermit being your first card. So the Hermit is saying, right now is your time to pull yourself in, really strategize, really plan, really think about what you want to go forward with, how you want to go forward, who you want to become. Because there's a strength, there's an empowerment here this week for you in putting it all together in your mind so that when the time comes to move forward, and I don't think you should be moving forward this week, if at all possible, but when it comes time to move forward, you're ready. You've got the plan. You know what to expect, what not to expect. You know what isn't needed in your life anymore. You know what you need in your life going forward. Okay, the Three of Wands. It's the undercurrent of the entire week for you, a brand new path opening up to you in such an expansive path. Okay. You know, the path here takes up most of the card. And you're standing very solid, on solid ground here, looking into this path. Now you get that from using the Hermit's energy. You get that from thinking things through. You haven't stepped on this path yet. You may have dipped your toe into the water, but you haven't stepped on the path yet. And that's coming. So, I mean, and the Ace of Wands, okay? Thinking about how it's going to bring in balance in your life, thinking of ways to bring in balance in your life. Maybe you are looking at your routine, or you have been looking at your routine over the past week or so, maybe even the last couple of weeks, so that you truly have a balance, so that you are eating right and you are sleeping well and you are getting enough exercise and you are rearranging your schedule, maybe to take minutes and hours away from this part of your life to apply them to another part of your life, so that you are more balanced going forward, because this is our thoughts about bringing in balance. And the fog there says that there's more thinking to do on it, that you don't have all the answers yet, and don't expect to have all the answers right now, because that just gets frustrating, doesn't it? So know that the answers will be revealed as you walk forward. We have the Four of Cups. It's very much about being grateful for where you are at this present moment, good, bad, or ugly. Be grateful for where you are, what you have. It would be a beautiful thing in your life this week to start every morning or to end every day, or both, with a small prayer of gratitude, of realizing the blessings that you already have in your life, the things that you can build on. So don't take the little things for granted this week, or don't take the people in your life for granted this week. Think about the wealth that you already have in your life, whether it's just that you have eyes to see or hands to touch. Because there's a great wisdom that comes to you, okay? I don't know if you can see it, but behind you in the tree is an owl perched. So by being grateful for the things that already surround you in your life, you get a wisdom, you get an understanding that will take you forward in some way. So, you know, a great way of doing it, especially if you are in a position in your life where there's just, you know, you look around you and you like, there's really not all that much to be grateful for. I'll be honest with you there. So, you know what? You get a piece of paper and you get a pen, and make sure it's blue ink. For some reason, blue ink matters. And day one, you write down one thing that you are grateful for. And day two, you write down something else that you are grateful for. And you read each of your points out. So day 3, you would have 3 points to read, and day 4, you would have 4 points. What happens is it kind of tricks your mind into seeing that you have abundance that you didn't realize. And that raises your energy and brings in more abundance. If you don't believe me, try it for do it for 30 days. You have a list of 30 things you are grateful for. I bet you the second page that you work on is going to be filled in like a day or two. Like all of a sudden you have so much to be grateful for. By week's end, you know, we have the death card here. And I believe this as, and I think I've said this to you before, in maybe last week's reading or the week before, or maybe it was the monthly, but it's almost like a feeling of liberation. Like you're feeling freer, you're feeling more alive, you're feeling more in tune with where you want to go, who you want to become, the path you want to walk. And I'm pretty sure, I'll have to go back in the videos, but you know, I see this as your liberation, your freedom, and feeling it. knowing that you are becoming unchained from certain areas of your life that you didn't want to be chained to. And as you go into next week, we have making a declaration. So if you really use the energy well this week, you come around the weekend, you come to next week, you are going to be making that declaration. You are going to feel empowered. You're going to feel determined. You know you can do what you need to do in order to go forward. There's a strength about you. But we also have, going into next week, the Four of Swords. This can sometimes be your health. So, mind your health this week, okay? And into next week. Make sure that you're getting plenty of rest. Make sure you're eating properly. Make sure you're not burning the candle at both ends. Okay, the Four of Swords is typically the warrior, the soldier, who's come through the battle. So you've been through the battle. Now's the time to hang up your armor. Now's the time to hang up your weapons and take off your armor and lay down and rest and recuperate and make your plans going forward. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.